What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, you gotta excuse me moving around right now. I'm dealing with sciatica and it's tearing my behind up. But anyway, the show must go on. Listen, I'm going to talk to you about a story out of Wisconsin. I don't know where it's at, but it's about this oxygen thief right here. This is 29-year-old Paul Vinson. He was a father of 3 or more. We don't know, but according to the story, he had 3 children with him, and all of them paid a serious price for the crime that he committed. Now, supposedly, guys, this dude right here got involved in a high-speed chase while high, where he fled a traffic stop for having no license plates on his vehicle. The car in the pursuit, after going over speeds exceeding 100 miles an hour, flipped over. 2 of his 10-year-old sons were thrown from the vehicle and killed. Also in the vehicle was his 29-year-old girlfriend, who was in stable condition after the crash. His 6-year-old daughter, who was hurt badly, and his 14-year-old niece that was also hurt badly in the crash. Now, before I go into this news article, and it has a lot with it, and I mean, this is something like you got to see to believe. I can't get over the fact that here it is, a 29-year-old man would flee from police and endanger the lives of those in the car as passengers, when him as the driver is supposed to have the ultimate responsibility for keeping everybody safe. Now, I'm going to try to keep my emotions in check when I do this video, but a lot of people suffered at the negligence of this idiot. Take a look at this, and we'll come back and do what we do.
Prosecutors today charged the father of 2 boys killed in a police chase and crash.
10-year-olds Paul Ison Vinson and Zapolian Vinson died last Wednesday night when they were ejected from the car when it crashed in Delafield. Their 6-year-old sister, Daylani Vinson, and their cousin, 14-year-old Unique Vinson, were also seriously injured.
12 News' Nick Bohr is live at the courthouse tonight. Nick, Paul Vinson is facing numerous felony charges.
And Derek, prosecutors say while Vinson didn't intend to kill his sons, his reckless driving as he tried to get away from Waukesha Sheriff's deputies late last Wednesday, early Thursday morning, was in total disregard for their safety or anyone else on the road. The wreckage barely conveys the damage inflicted early Thursday morning on Gulf Road along I-94 in Delafield. 10-year-old brothers Zapolian Vinson and Paul Ison Vinson were thrown from the car and killed instantly.
State of Wisconsin versus Paul D. Vinson.
Their father, 29-year-old Paul Vinson of Milwaukee, entered court in a wheelchair, a result of his own injuries in the crash. The prosecutors say happened as he tried to speed away from a traffic stop for driving on I-94 without license plates. Deputies clocked him at nearly 100 miles an hour just before he rolled the car.
The force and the velocity with which his collision occurred, the fact that they weren't seatbelted in any fashion, led to this horrific crash.
The boy's 14-year-old cousin and 6-year-old sister were also ejected. One of the girls lost her left arm. Vinson's girlfriend was also critically injured.
I don't think it's hyperbole to say that the allegations in this case are amongst the most horrific that I've seen.
The court commissioner set bail at $1.5 million, more than prosecutors even requested, telling Vinson his careless driving and his alleged use of marijuana prior to the crash all played a role.
I agree that the allegations are not those that you went out and purposely caused the injuries or the deaths, but you put all of those ingredients into a circumstance and then drive off at 100 miles an hour on a curvy road in the dark. And this is what happens.
And Nick, in court, you also learned prosecutors say Vinson has a long history of convictions for driving without a license.
Right, Derek. They said over the last 10 years, he has 12 convictions for driving while suspended. And at the age of 29, has actually never had a license, so shouldn't have been behind the wheel at all. He's facing 10 felonies in this case, and he is in the Waukesha County Jail right now here on $1.5 million bail.
All right, guys, that's the story of one Paul Vincent, a.k.a. Idiot of the Year. This guy right here showed no form of responsibility whatsoever. First of all, who drives a car without license plates on it? Did you see what they said, guys? He has 12 driving convictions in the last 10 years. 29 years old, never had a fucking license. But you behind that wheel, though. Everybody's live in your hand, and you see what the fuck happened. I feel nothing for this dude. I feel for them children. They didn't pick him to be their father, and they paid the ultimate price. Their lives. Said one of the girls, I don't know if it's the 14 or the 6-year-old, lost their left arm. A typical fender bender is traumatic on somebody, but they had a car flipped and all of this stuff. The car lost 2 tires. Part of it's caved in. 2 babies strung across the damn street or in the field some damn where, all because you ran and didn't want to get a ticket or get locked up because you was high off weed and didn't have license plates on the fucking car. Make that make sense to me. Anybody, man, it's like a subculture now, or a sub-society that a lot of people live in, where they feel as though they're above the law. He got so many damn driving infractions, he'll never get his license. How come you never applied for your license? I don't understand that. You see a lot of people, a lot of men, like us as older adults, when we look back and see somebody that ain't got no driver's license, we be like, why you ain't got no driver's license? It's just like riding a bike. How come you can't ride a bike? Sometimes people can't ride a bike. Getting a driver's license is one of the things as a young adult you're told to do so you can have your independence and have an ID to be recognized in society. I can't get over how he just took off not thinking about his babies in the back. I can only imagine what everybody was saying when he was going 100-something miles an hour with police behind him with a bunch of children in the car with no damn seatbelt. Didn't even have enough respect, y'all, to sit up here and say, hey, put these seatbelts on, hold on tighter, something. I'm going to break the law. I don't give it. Man, it's the amount of selfishness that is in a lot of us as men today, where we take other people off of this planet from negligence of what we do is beyond me. If anybody should have went in that car crash, it should have been him, not them babies. Man, just looking at this story, it's like something, you can't make it up. It's like a movie. Seriously. At the most, they would have pulled you over, took you out the car. Your girl could have drove the car, or they would have just took the car and made sure everybody got home safely. Here it is, wintertime in Wisconsin, and you trying to be speed fucking racer. Man, just the mentality of some of us. First of all, you're under the influence, high off weed, driving with kids in the car anyway. That's a no-no in my book. What kind of example are you leading? I wasn't going to say that, but I'm going to say it. Fuck it. Did you see the picture of the 2 children? Go back and look. The 2 little boys that lost their life. Look at that one picture. See the one little boy with the gangster pose, his mouth turned up, already on some, you know what I'm saying? What kind of pose is that? You know what I'm saying? I don't understand this, and I never will. It's like poor choices. This guy had a girlfriend. Are we not vetting men anymore? Like, I mean, seriously, you could sit up here and say, well, who the hell is raising this type of person? But then again, as an adult, it's your responsibility to get your life straight. And he didn't do that. And it cost him his kids. He in a wheelchair, rolled up in there looking like the handicap sign with dreadlocks. Everything pointing at him. You took the innocent lives away from children that was your legacy. But then again, you didn't care about your fucking self, so you didn't care about them neither, and it was proven. God does things for a reason. I don't know what his reasoning was behind this, because he should have went instead of them kids. But the bottom line is this. We have to do better out here as people. We do. And as fathers, we need to be the leaders that we're supposed to be. We're protectors. We protect our children. We don't put them in positions where their lives can be at jeopardy of mistakes we made that we shouldn't have made in the first place. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. May these two little boys rest in peace. And everybody that was in the car make a speedy recovery. One of the girls lost their arm, man. That's hard. That's a lot of rehab. It's a lot of PTSD that they got to get past. All they had to do was stop the fucking car and admit to it's wrong. Can't do that. It's too much like right. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.